welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to another important weekend of football for Barça. And I think it's even more important given what we saw from us in midweek. Against Eintracht Frankfurt, it wasn't a Xavi-like Barça performance, and we will be aiming in this game to put that right. We've got to hit back and we have to return to what we've been doing so well throughout this year. It is Barça travelling to Levante, and we will be hoping to get 3 big points. Let's do it! Because indeed, at 9 p.m. local time on Sunday night, the final game on Sunday, as always for Barça, we will be live from the Ciutat de Valencia stadium where Levante will await us. And as you can see so far this weekend, Sevilla scoring 2 really late goals on Friday night against Granada, getting points on the board there, 10 minutes of added time in that game, and Real Betis, Atleti and Real Madrid will all be in action before Barca kick off, meaning that once we do, the pressure is likely to be back on us. Because when you look at the table coming into Saturday after those points from Sevilla, take them back into second place for now. But of course with Barca, we do have those games in hand. Of course we'll play this one and also Rayo Vallecano later this month. So we do remain in a very good position, but we want to keep picking up points. We want to keep this run going and put as much pressure on those around us as is possible. But when it comes to our opponents, you've got to go down the other end. You've got to take a long journey there, right the way down the other end of the table, because Levante right now are joint bottom of La Liga. They are in 19th place, level on points with Alaves, and it's incredible really that they're not cut adrift by now, given that they didn't win a game until January, until round 20 of La Liga. It's incredible they got the number of points they have, given that it was that long before they got off the mark. But what I've got to say here is, do not think for one single second this is an easy game and that we can take Levante lightly. Because since that first victory in La Liga this season, Levante have managed to pull off a few big results over the past few weeks to keep them in the hunt for survival. You can see there, they got an incredible win away from home against Atletico Madrid in February. And just look what they did last weekend in this very stadium against Villarreal. The same Villarreal who just beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Levante are no joke. Levante are a team capable of pulling off an upset. And just look at this. This is the ultimate proof that heading into this game, don't take them lightly. Do not think here that we can just waltz into this one, get the 3 points, get out of the game. It's not that easy here. In our last 5 meetings away at Levante, we've managed 1 solitary win. And the defeats have been really painful and conceding a lot of goals in this stadium. So believe me, we are going to have to bring our A game. And I think coming into this game, now we are just starting to hear a few questions being asked, especially after Thursday's performance, about whether the international break, it's affected Barca. Have we not really managed here to pick up where we left off before that international break? We've seen it so many times in the past. But honestly right now, guys, I would hold off on that, because I think against Sevilla, the first game back after the international break, we took some time to get going in that game. It wasn't as fluid as maybe we've seen Barca in recent times, but I think the second half of that game was very good. I thought we played well in the second half against Sevilla, a very good team that they are, and we could have won that game by more. And look, on Thursday, like I said yesterday, I understand the frustration. I think there was some concerns in that display, and it wasn't the Barca that we have been treated to seeing recently, but I don't think there's need to panic right now. I don't think there's any need to say, look, we're not the same team as before. We've had 2 games under our belt now since the international break. We're coming into this third one, and I just hope here we see a bit of rhythm now. We start to get into our stride again, and that Barca, under Xavi, we know what we can do. And I hope we see that this weekend. Because looking at the players that Xavi will have at his disposal on Sunday, this is the official squad list. There is still no Serginho Dest. He's not too far away, but he will not be back this weekend. Same there for Memphis, and Piqué also misses out after his injury against Eintracht, but he's hoping to be back there ready for the second leg. Luke de Jong is back though in the squad after recovering from COVID, and on Ansu Fati, still not in the squad yet, but Xavi Xavi very, very optimistic when it came to Ansu's recovery. He said the sensations right now are really good. He's feeling very good in his recovery. He said maybe he needs 3-4 more training sessions before I feel he's ready. But he said, I hope that he can return to the squad list sooner rather than later. And the idea still seems to be a week on Monday, that game at home against Cadiz. And I think when you're looking at the lineup, it is very interesting this weekend because particularly in defence, I think it almost picks itself. You look at the players that we got out, still no Dest, Piqué's not available, Titi, there were rumours today that we may see him back amongst the squad towards the end of this month, and Roberto obviously still not available, so it's likely to be Ter Stegen in goal, Alba at left back, Alves will return at right back. That's good now that of course he's available for this game. And then I think at centre back it's got to be Araujo, partnered there by Eric Garcia, and that personally is a combination that I'm really excited to see. Every time that we do see those two line up together, it is a good thing, and hopefully they continue some really solid individual performances that they've been putting in. And then into midfield, and I think this is another very interesting part because I would ask the question here, are we going to see Sergio Busquets get a bit of rest? Because I thought in the game against Eintracht in midweek, he did look a bit tired. Some of those passes were going astray, a bit of a lack of focus, and maybe I do wonder if we could see him rested in this game. But part of me also says, probably not, given, of course, his importance to the team when he's at his best, and the fact that Xavi today even said, it's so difficult to replace him, even with the quality we've got in midfield, even with the players that we have, that specific role, that specific type of player, we don't really have somebody who can fill in those shoes right now. Frenkie de Jong, more suited, I feel, there to that interior position where he can get forward like he did against Eintracht Frankfurt. I think he's certainly going to start there and be back in the lineup. The difference that he made when he came on in midweek was incredible. And then I just wonder alongside him, are we going to see here some rest for Pedri? In the last game, De Jong got a bit. Maybe in this game, Pedri can get a bit. Gavi, once again, may find himself in the starting lineup. And I think Gavi and De Jong, nice little partnership there. I think there's good balance between those two in midfield. And I do feel quite bad, in all honesty, that we just can't quite seem to find a starting place, that we can't quite seem to find the minutes right now for Nico Gonzalez, who of course has shown such incredible flashes this season and incredible potential, but it's so difficult. Just ask Ricky Puig to get into this brilliant midfield. But in attack, I don't really think we're going to change anything. I think, again, we're going to go with that tried and trusted trio of Dembele back in, Surely, Aubameyang down the middle, and Ferran Torres from the left-hand side. We tried to change things up in the week against Eintracht with Adama Traore starting, but I don't think Xavi is going to mess around here. We're going to start strong. We're going to need to be strong and make sure we get these points. Because I think if we learned anything at all in that midweek game against Eintracht Frankfurt, it was this. You can't underestimate anyone. You can't take anything for granted in any game, especially away from home. You've got to show up, you've got to play your game, and we have to play the best of our game. You guys believe that Barca can win by 2+ goals. Again, I think if we'd have won in midweek, that would have been 3+ for sure. We would have been really confident here, but this won't be easy, and we will, again, need to make sure our level is good. I am going to go Levante 1, because they can score goals, but Barca responding with 3 of our own. Let's get a win here, and let's put in a much improved display. Let me know your predictions below. What do you think the score is going to be, and how would you line up if you were Xavi Hernandez? I will see you tomorrow, of course, for full reaction from everything we are about to see. And if you are interested too in the other big game this weekend as Man City take on Liverpool for the Premier League title, I have been talking about that game over on TalkFCB. Thank you as always, guys, for your incredible support across both of the channels. I will be seeing you soon. As always, Visca El Barça.